What's up, guys? Hope your Saturday has been absolutely delightful, although technically it's just really early in the morning on Sunday, at least where I'm at, here on the East Coast. I thought I would just do an impromptu sort of chill stream. I'm going to play a little bit more Kingdom Hearts 3, because I've had a lot of fun playing it so far. And that new world we're going to be headed to is the Kingdom of Corona, which, as I understand, is from the movie Tangled, which I have not actually seen. So I have no frame of reference, although, as I've heard, this sort of retells one of the... or I guess this is one of the worlds where the story is almost a one-for-one from the movie itself. So we will see if that's the case. Lola, what's going on? I'm glad you made it. I just started. I'm sorry your internet sucks. And I hope that you're feeling better. Place a marker on your destination before you go embarking from Twilight Town. Yes, that's fine. Zaxxas, the Pirate's World is BS. I haven't made it yet, man. I couldn't even speak to it. Give me the Kleenex tissue hats. It must know that you're sick. Game It Ain't Easy. What's going on, man? How are you? Just doing a nice, chill, relaxing sort of stream. I think. And we're going to begin the voyage to Corona. Not going to be able to stay, just want to jump in here and say hi. No worries, man. It's pretty late. I appreciate you stopping by to say hi. Hope your channel's going well. Because I hope you do well. It's so hard. Yeah, I mean, I hope so too. Although, I'm really excited to see that world because it looks like it's been, let's see, one of the better looking ones in terms of just like realism as it relates to the movies that it's based on, so I'm kind of excited for that, actually. I'm not even positive if I'm going in the correct direction right now. I think... Oh, that's why it asked me about the marker, I'm guessing. I will try to get some stuff to upgrade things. Crows, what's going on? You look familiar too, miss. Thank you for swinging by. It's late. My internet is dropping every 5 minutes. Sorry if I give up. No, don't worry about it. Especially if you're feeling sick, Lola. I mean, I appreciate you swinging in, but, you know, if you were feeling awful and your internet sucks, you should probably get some rest. Uh-oh. Take out the enemy as quickly as possible. Crows, what are you doing tonight, aside from hanging out here and gracing us all with your presence? Yeah, I actually thought, based on what I'd read, that you could avoid these sections entirely, but apparently you can't. It's just that once you do it once, once you visit a new world and get through this, apparently you can just warp to the new one. Which, I mean, this is like a fun little distraction, but depending on how long it takes, I don't know how I'll feel about that in the long term. You know, just working on the weekend, just like every weekend. How late you work in the night? Ooh, I'm getting rocked. Also, this does make me think, the more I look, the more there are a surprising amount of shoot-em-ups on the Switch. Now, I'm not playing on the Switch right now, but I was just thinking about that the other day, and I have ones that I haven't even played yet that I picked up, like Dimension Drive. I've barely cracked into Ikaruga, even though I wish I'd held on to that game from the GameCube where I did have it. Do something entertaining? I'm trying, Adam! I wasn't even necessarily playing to stream, I was just like, wanted to do something fun for myself, and I was like, you know what game I'm having a blast with is Kingdom Hearts, so I decided to do that. How far along are you, Adam, just out of curiosity, since you now have your own copy? Till 8 AM? Awesome, you can hang out for a little bit then. Saying Kingdom Hearts 1 shot? Wait, did I say Kingdom Hearts 1? I'm not going to start from the beginning, NX. I know you want me to play them in order, and someday I will, but that day's not today. I'm sorry, but this game's just too pretty. Sorry, I need to nope out of this. I'm dying. Happy streaming. No worries, Lola. You go feel better, and I hope that your internet is also better come tomorrow. You only have a beat? Sorry, man. Again, I am no Kingdom Hearts connoisseur. Of that much I am certain. Is this killable? I don't know. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. I'll I'll get you to it after. Okay, after I beat this game, I will start with Kingdom Hearts 1 from the beginning. I've already started it on 1.5 HD remix. Although I wish now that for collection's sake that I could actually find the story so far. Not that I don't appreciate these Star Fox sections. They're fine. I feel like I should have another attack though that I'm just like not seeing. Oh yeah, I forgot I could dodge. About to go to bed, wanted to say what's up. NES Addict, what's up, man? How you been? How go the oddities? Adrian, what's going on, man? It's going pretty well. It was just late, and I didn't feel like going to sleep, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stream some Kingdom Hearts 3 just for fun because I feel like playing it. No poll this time. I'm being selfish. I just wanted to play Kingdom Hearts. Ooh, that looks painful. I don't know if I can just shoot the middle or if I have to take out these edges first. You don't have anything, where's your triangle special? I guess I don't have that, because I'm hitting triangle and nothing's happening. Uh-oh. Super Andrew, what's going on, man? How goes it? Appreciate you stopping by. I'm 3 videos in, gotta get another one out a little quicker than the last one. Nice, man. Yeah, I'll have to catch up. I have not been good with staying up on subscriptions lately, but that's something I'm hoping to rectify this week. This looks interesting. It's not my favorite part of the game, but again, it's a nice little break between worlds. I don't know if that means I'm doing damage or not. It means flashing like I'm doing damage. This hotel internet is just trash. I'm gonna have to say goodnight. Oh, no worries, man. I appreciate you swinging by, NX. And your staggering knowledge of Kingdom Hearts, I'm sure, will become very useful to me as I try to get more and more into the series. Which is one of Adam Stout, who's into the chat here. I think it's one of his favorites. Not bad, man. Just past 4,000 subs, dude. That's killer. Again, that was just a brilliant maneuver streaming the Wii Shop closing, man. I imagine that's going to bring you subscribers for years to come. As somebody who just did a video on evergreen content. That is, and talk about how nostalgia can be a huge factor in that. You nailed it, dude. No worries, man. I don't do a great job watching friends' channels, too. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many to keep up with, and I always feel guilty because I know that, you know, a lot of people will come back here and, you know, check out my stuff, and I just, you know, I feel bad when I can't reciprocate and all that, but, you know, there's only so many hours in the day. Oh, I don't blame you, man. It's enough to keep our own channels going. Yeah, no joke, man. The workload is definitely beastly, but, you know, I mean, YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. But this is making me want to play Star Fox again sometime. Although there was one for, I'm trying to think if it was Zero for Wii U or something that I never played, although I don't know that it reviewed that well. I had this conversation with NES Complex the other day. What, did he feel guilty as well? Like just trying to keep up with subscribers, you mean? Oh, I have to shoot these in sequence. That makes more sense. Oh, no? I guess not? Evergreen content is key going forward. I'm going to try to do more videos that can last a while. I feel like how-tos are good for that as well. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Like when I did like a how to hack the PSP Go, like that still brings in a lot of views and subscribers over time. And again, I feel like I unfairly painted, you know, trending or topical videos as not having value, and that's not true. They do have value. It's just more of like a short-term burst value, and you know, ultimately, if somebody shows up at your channel and you have, you know, nothing, or if you don't have something for them to land on. I also feel like that's the danger of a shout out too, is like I appreciate when people shout me out, and occasionally like I'll tweet out somebody's video that if I think it's like, you know, really great, and you know, try to give them props too. But you know, ultimately you can't build a sustainable brand or business on shout outs alone. It's a nice supplement for sure, but like if somebody shouts you out and you stake your or I guess if you shout somebody else out and you stake your reputation on them, and then people go there and there's really nothing to keep them engaged or to continue bringing them value to warrant a subscription, you know, that's not great. I'm still in the Disney fever, Josh. That's awesome. Or how are you tonight? Thank you for swinging in. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to shoot the middle of this thing or work on the edges, because this feels like it's taking a really long time. I mean, the last one took a while, but still. I am on the... Well, after I get through with this, I should be in Corona, so I'll be in the Tangled world, I guess. Yeah, it's not a bad system, Mara. I don't ever want anyone to watch a video of mine unless they're interested in it. Like, if it's not for you, don't watch it. How do you feel about that? No, I totally agree. It's the same reason I don't sweat losing subscribers. Now, oh, nice. Take that, giant creepy ship. You know, like, losing subscribers, like, now, if you're bleeding subscribers like crazy, I would say that that's indicative of a larger problem with your channel and whatever strategy you're utilizing. But for me, if I lose, you know, a few subs here and there, like, I don't really freak out about it. Not because, you know, I want to lose subs. Obviously, like, you know, I want to hit milestones and grow the channel. But at the same time, if what I'm making isn't for you, I don't want you to stick around. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of my time. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm talking to the right people. Which, for the most part, are gamers, creators, and creators who run gaming channels. So, heavy emphasis on the creators. Yes, let's go to this world right now. Why am I so far behind? Because, Adam, I can't just sit around and play games constantly. And anybody else in here who's a gaming creator will tell you, the more you do on YouTube, the less time you have to actually play games as a gaming channel. Like, becoming a gaming channel is the worst. You get so little time to just play for personal enjoyment. I don't know what my gummy is. I don't know. I don't remember how I got that ship. I don't know if I got it from a chest or if it's just one of the first ones you get, the ghost one that I was flying there. It looks sort of adorably terrifying, I think. Give me 1 second. Excuses, loser. Oh, Adam. I'm just gonna time you out for the fun of it. That's why you don't get the wrench.
Why can't I go outside?
The outside world is a dangerous place. You must stay here.
100% YourPlayerTwo. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, it just... And again, that's why I try to make the distinction between subscribers and valuable subscribers. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that somebody who watches isn't valuable inherently because they're watching. I do appreciate that. But at the same time, like, that's one of the reasons, like, I haven't done giveaways on the channel. I don't know if I will use it in, like, a marketing capacity, like, on Twitter and stuff like that. If I ever do a giveaway, it's going to be, like, hidden in the middle of a video for existing subscribers who really enjoy my content. And that's mainly because I'm a little bit afraid that if I do public giveaways, they will bring in people who only care about giveaways, or they're going to subscribe long enough to see if they win, not win, unsubscribe. Now, I have not tested this, so I'm not 100% sure that that's how that would play out, but it's something that's been on my mind for a while, because I know that a lot of people like to use services like Gleam to do giveaways, and I don't know if the value they provide outweighs, you know, the potential pitfalls of bringing in people who may not be a good fit for your channel. Something I have to think about. Judge, what's going on, man? How are you tonight? Oh, Adam, I thought I could undo the timeout. I was going to do it as a joke, but apparently there's no way to undo that. Lola, I'm glad you're back. We have just landed in Corona. It looks very, very vibrant and pretty so far.
It sure is a pretty
Giveaway? More candy? Candy is for patrons, sir. You support me on Patreon at like the $5 level. That's when I start chucking candy your way.
Perfect for a picnic.
Which I actually have more rewards to go out for recent patrons who have joined, which if any of them are in here, thank you so much for that. But except, like, I got them all ready to ship out, except for Muzz's. Muzz, I've not delivered him his badge and his candy yet, but I know where he works and where he lives, so I'm just going to hand-deliver that piece instead of ship it.
Can't we sweat it later?
I give away to a Patreon, and that's probably... Well, that's the thing, is, like, I'm worried about... I've seen people do that, but I think it's technically against the Patreon... Or, wait. It may not be. There was something they did where it was like, I think it was only if you structure it in a certain way. They're like, this is against the terms of service because it like violates gambling laws or something. But I don't know, I'd have to look more into it. Just as I agree, no giveaways, quality over quantity helps will you grow your empire. I mean, I'm in it for the long haul, man. I value legacy over currency. Like I am on a mission to find a way to, you know, sustain myself on this channel. You know, so I'm really more interested in revenue growth than subscriber growth, although the two often go hand in hand. But to your point, right, like I don't want to have 100,000 subs and then not really have much to show for it beyond just the number. It's just not interesting to me. Hi Lola, I've been hearing mixed things about Kingdom Hearts 3. I've seen some people complain about it, but I've been enjoying it immensely, so... Well, I mean, that's the thing. It'll probably drop to 40 or 20 within a couple of months, so... At least I would think so.
Go on, skedaddle. You have my thanks.
That's been my thought as of late. Yeah, I mean...
Don't need any monsters on my...
You know, and again, this is not me being like, oh, if you do giveaways, you're dumb or something like that. I don't think that at all. I'm just saying, personally, for my purposes, I'm afraid to do it because I just don't have enough data to say, like, yes, this is a good idea, or, you know, no, it's a horrible idea. Yeah, I think it's probably very different. Like, if you're already up in the 2, 3, 400,000 sub range, and you do a giveaway, I can see that could be a great tool to, you know, expand the number of eyes that you get on things. And at that point, you know, you probably don't care as much about, you know, losing subs at that level because you're getting them at such a tremendous rate anyways. And I have to play this this mage build because this is what Adam started me as. Who I hope he's still watching. He will be back in less than a few minutes now. I will never time somebody out as a joke ever again. Although I can't say that Lola wouldn't have timed somebody out. She's the cruelest mod on this channel. You're getting super close to 4K. Yeah, I'm getting close, man. I mean, I've got like, I think like 100 or so to go, give or take. You know, and that'll be cool. Like, I'll be really happy at 5K, because when I do, I would like to explore things like doing branded videos with some third-party services. Not because I'm like, yeah, I gotta make money through these brand deals. I want to try it so that I can make a video about the process of doing a brand deal, so that I can sort of talk about what that experience is like for creators, whether it's positive, whether it's negative, whether it's worth, you know, what happens on your channel. You know, I'm very curious about that, and a lot of them have a requirement of, you know, you need at least 5,000 subs to do things like that. Okay, Josh, have a good night. Gonna watch some TV. I should be making a video. Hey, it's good to have some downtime, Jay, you know? This was my one day a week. I didn't do anything on the channel today. I relaxed, and I played Beat Saber for like 2 hours, which was phenomenal. I'm up in expert mode now. It's you know, depressingly exhausting. I hope to hit 2.5K here soon. Right on, man. What's the growth been like for you? I think I'm getting anywhere from 3 to 10 on a good day. Oh no, did I just die? Because I wasn't paying attention to the combat? Oh no. Okay.
Where'd Flynn go?
Yes, I'm the cruelest mod out there. Yes, and that's why it's so important that you be a part of this team, Lola.
I think I saw him go that away.
It would be cool, Adrian. My channel is growing considering I haven't got much content out. That's killer, man. And that's the thing, like, there are channels who can survive. Like, they do one really amazing video per week or even per month in some cases. Like, once you set that expectation with subscribers, man, I mean, you know, as long as you're doing quality stuff and you know your audience and you know what you're making and you love what you do, I mean, I really feel like the possibilities are limitless. I think a lot of people like to look at YouTube like it's some pipe dream, and it's not. It's strategy and hard work like anything else. Sucks. Hope you feel better, quite a lot. I'm unsure. I'm about 22:45 at the moment. Right on. Do you use anything like TubeBuddy or vidIQ to sort of track your subscriber growth and do keyword research? Uh-oh. What am I supposed to be doing here? Will it tell me? Look for Flynn. Okay. I'll just journey on into the unknown. Ooh. That'll be helpful for some crafting at some point, I'm sure. Is there any reason you don't track, or is it just like you never considered doing it, or are you just like, that's just too much work, I'm not really interested in that, you just want to do it organically? Because I will say even the free version of TubeBuddy and vidIQ are probably worth a look if you've been thinking about it. Just to play with and, you know, get an idea of what you can find out with those services. Personally, I pay the $30 a month for TubeBuddy. Now, Avedon's a big fan of vidIQ. I know a lot of creators prefer that to TubeBuddy, specifically because I think it has some keyword research advantages.
Sora's gone too.
Don't have time. Mars says, you got lost and got sick. How does that happen? It's raining. I should be the one sick. Yeah, I would imagine being sick and lost is a horrible combo. I can't say I've experienced that, though. And he says, yeah, I don't want to play for anything. I don't have time, lol. Yeah, it's... I don't know, like, personally, I like them, but, you know, you do you, man. Like, if you ever have the inclination to experiment with them, or if you want to talk about it, please hit me up on Twitter. Or in text message. You got my number, man. Goblin, what's going on, man? Is that a billy goat? What is that? I just cannot get over how good this game looks.
How you doing? The name's Flynn Rider. How's your day going? Huh?
Who else knows my location, Flynn Rider?
All right, hang on, Blondie.
Rapunzel.
Gesundheit. Here's the deal. I was in a situation gallivanting through the forest when I stumbled upon a... Oh no, no. No.
Decided to go outside for once in my life. Yeah, I do my best to avoid going outside. In the wintertime, it's freezing cold. In the summertime, it's, you know, I just burn so too easily. I don't know if I could learn anything that would help me enough to stress over it, but maybe it would be a good thing. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to experiment with the free versions, aside from lest you get the temptation to go all in on it. But, you know, you should be able to get some value out of it. For me, the biggest advantage TubeBuddy provides is the ability to respond to comments very quickly, which I sort of batch do. Like, anyone who's commented on my videos probably notice, especially if you comment more than once, that you may not hear from me for anywhere from 6 to 12 hours or 24 in some cases, but then you just get this massive thing of responses because I do them all at once in batches. Otherwise, I would just be responding to comments like all day long and never get anything done. Not that I'm that popular, I don't get thousands of comments a day or anything, but, you know, even if like you get 10 to 30, that's... You know, if you're doing longer responses, I mean, that can take... Well, like, E.T. left a comment, and it's like 4 paragraphs long, which I love. I love that he's engaged enough to write that much, which is basically a blog post in the comment section, but it's going to take me a little more mental energy to respond to all the points that he made. If I get interested in looking into it, I'll text you, yes, by all means. Or if you're just passing through the area again, man, hit me up. We'll go to Mikey's Late Night and get some pizza or something. Hit that like button to show the channel support. Thanks, Goblin. I'm always forgetting to do call to actions in live streams. Less so in pre-produced videos, though.
So I won't be taking you anywhere.
Something brought you here, Flynn Rider. Call it what you will. Fate.
Look at you, super awesome popular guy. Nope, that is not me.
To trust you.
A horrible decision, really.
I was not popular in high school. I will not be popular as I continue to race towards 40, I assure you. One day when I'm in the area, I'll try to get over your way. That would be awesome, man. It'd be good to see you again. I'm going to E3 with Not Another Game Collector and GamerThumb TV here in June.
And when I
But I'm
promise
going to try my
something,
best to make sure I can
I'll
make it
never,
to Southeast Game
ever
Exchange as well.
break that promise.
4 paragraphs, I give you 2 words. Yeah, I mean, E.T., man, like, he's got a lot of insights, and usually he has a lot of cool supplementary information to add onto the videos that I create, and, you know, I always appreciate the feedback, because, you know, I've actually had people DM me, they're like, you know, like, can I learn something from you? And I'm like, I'm learning as much from you as it is the other way around. Like, you know, I find that sort of feedback invaluable.
They look tough enough to come in handy. All right, fine. I'll take you. But on one
Adventure with your
condition.
friends,
My
staycation.
3 sidekicks.
I go through Columbus a few times a year. I am here most of the year, so that works out tremendously well. Can't wait for dude, I can't wait for E3. Like, tickets are going on sale Tuesday, and even if I don't get, like, even if they sold out and for some reason I couldn't buy the tickets, I'm still pumped because Airbnb is taken care of, flights taken care of. Like, if I go there and I can't go to E3 for some reason, I will still have a blast running around LA. I will get a new tattoo there, and I'll just have a good time because I've never been to California before. I mean, it's exciting on its own merit. They just literally cut and paste the scene from the film, and Dora's not even involved. Ooh, I should save here. If you have the opportunity to save, I'm a firm believer that you should save. And the Adams save is still intact up there.
Wonder who put.
Ooh, I wonder if I can synthesize something new and fancy. How many regular potions do I have? I don't know if I should be making mega potions or not. I only had, let's see. I have 10 lucid shards, but it takes 3 to make this. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Excuse me. Please visit Maro when you're in LA on my behalf. Is Maro in LA? I knew she was in California, but I didn't know if it was LA explicitly. Oh no, there you go. But I don't live in LA, see? You keep assuming everyone in California is from LA, Lola. Oh, I didn't even know that I had a new Keyblade. Or, you know what? I saw it get unlocked and I didn't even think to try it out. Even though I'm spec'd for magic stuff, I tend to keep wanting to upgrade Hero's Origin. I don't know if there's anything I can upgrade here. I don't have any Damascus. Disappointing. I could go to L anymore. I keep waking up in Skid Row with a dress on. Sounds like you know how to party in LA, sir. You should be coming with us. Or forcing him to go there. Well, I don't know how close to LA you are, Morrow, but I will be there with Adrian and Fabian, so if you want to, or if you're able to hang out there around E3 and you want to grab food or something, that'd be cool. And I don't need you to find Katamari for me anymore, obviously, because I did track down a copy on GameStop thanks to Lola. Sacramento? Sacramento is more north, I believe. I don't know anything about the geography of California. Now, one of my buddies from work who lives came from California, and he was like, you know, he's like, what you should do there is rent a car and drive on the 1. He's like, that's incredible. But since I'm going explicitly for E3, I don't think I'm going to have any inclination to do that necessarily. You know, I'm changing Keyblades because I want to see some other fancy effects. Let's see what the toy one does. That's Hero's Origin. That's not what I want. But I'll do the water thing real quick. I'm Northern California. I'm guessing that's not close to LA. It's 7 hours away. Yeah. Never mind. I didn't know if you lived in a place where it was like a suburb of LA or something where you're like, oh yeah, it's like 30 minutes away. Like if somebody lived in downtown Columbus, you know, I'm in a suburban area that would be like 20, 30 minutes. But if someone was like, oh yeah, you know, swing by and have lunch in Dayton, it'd be like, you know, 2-hour drive. Where's the... Hold on. No, I can't. I don't know why I can't use the other Keyblade.
Here we go.
My internet is dropping again, so is my will to live through the summer cold. That's pretty awful. Such an odd lady. I know, right? Like, she's talking about, like, it being, like, you know, 80, 90 degrees over in Australia, and I'm just like, ugh, it's like 2 degrees over here. It sucks. Not that I'd be that inclined to the, Alright, let's change Sora's equipment. I guess I can only switch between 3 different ones. I'm gonna go ahead and ditch the Kingdom Key for a little bit. Not because I don't like it, I do, but I want to see what favorite deputy is actually capable of. I'm gonna switch to that right now. It's the Toy Story Key, which also has a Final Fantasy flair to it on account of the cactus. With your weird toilet. What? Why are their toilets weird?
Lucky emblem.
Wait, what's a lucky emblem? Where do you see a lucky emblem? Sora, can you be more specific? Like, look at that little, that lucky emblem over on that wall over there. I'm like dying in cold. You know, I actually flushed my toilet after that Simpsons episode. Oh, because the water flows the opposite direction? That's right. What dark magic is this?
Yeah. 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 Huh?
It's so soft. I'm free. I'm really free.
God, I can't get over how good this game looks. Tangle Boss is hot trash. Sorry, I love the game, but the difficulty scaling is not good.
Guys!
Well, hopefully I'll find out
Here
soon.
and just in time.
You guys will be getting it soon when it's our summer. That's true.
Oh, who's she?
That
Is it
would
true
be
all men in Australia are
Someone
named
tells me
Bruce
this
or
could be her
Roy? That
first
can't be
time
true.
outdoors.
The game is now $78 more. Should buy
First
or
time
not? I
ever?
wait till May till it's cold again. Wait, which game? Are you talking about Kingdom Hearts 3, Lola? I didn't even know you were interested in this. My favorite part in Tangled. Oh.
I can't believe I did this.
I don't know any dudes in real life called that. See?
I did this.
It's a complete
Mother
farce.
would be so furious if she knew I disobeyed her and left the tower. But that's okay. I mean, what she doesn't know won't kill her, right? No. Oh my gosh, this would kill her. This is so fun! I am a horrible daughter. I'm going back. I am never going back! I am a despicable human being.
I feel like she may be the most relatable Disney character yet.
Ever!
I notice you seem a little at war with yourself here.
A little more than a little.
Yeah.
It can't be untrue. I learned it on television. Well, never mind then.
Stop right there. Who
All
are
truth
you?
comes from the TV.
I told you before.
Kingdom Hearts 3,
sidekicks.
my honest deal, I'd say
Sidekicks?
wait.
May I
She's a nut job, but I love her.
introduce,
Oh, my name's Sora.
And I'm Goofy. Pleasure, ma'am.
Sora, Donald, and Goofy. It's nice to meet you too.
Wasn't Elsa voiced
I'm
by
Rapunzel.
Kristen Bell?
Yep,
I thought.
my sidekicks. Hey,
Since when is that?
I was talking to somebody earlier about favorite Disney movies, and my personal and modern, more modern Disney movie that would be a favorite. Big Hero 6, hands down.
I can get her to the
Everybody
kingdom,
should have a
but
Baymax.
you guys are clearly more cut out for combat.
Documentary called Monty Python, I believe, which I've not seen. It's one of my greater geek shames is a complete unfamiliarity with Monty Python.
Yeah. Just leave it to us.
Should be, I don't know. Wait, what? Right? How do you not love Baymax? He is a consistent delight.
Yeah, her heart's pulling her all kinds of ways.
I think I like Goofy better than Donald.
The outside world must seem so big and scary. I know how she feels. Lucky for me, you two came along at just the right time. And the rest has been
I wasn't. I thought he said, luckily for me, YouTube came along. I totally heard that wrong.
Yep.
Too much time immersed in this bizarre world that we create content in. Look, says I love Pete's Dragon when I was a kid. Otero, I am Error. What's up, man? How are you? Also, Otero, I really... so I bought something dumb today. I bought the Apple Pencil 2 for my iPad. And I used it to try to do some light storyboarding, and you're the first person I thought of. I was like, I wish I had the sort of skill that you do, just to make better storyboards. Like, even my stick figures, I'm like, oh, this is terrible. But at least I can draw well enough to know, like, that's how I want to frame up a shot with it, because I want to work on, like, a Beat Saber video. And I want to make it look very cool and dynamic in the opening.
On top of the water.
I would be very curious to see what you could do with that. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, PS4 is $45 for me. Digital?
Look.
I'm so jealous. I want the new iPad. If you ever need help with that, I can definitely help. Wait, in terms of helping me, like, learn to draw better? Like a tutorial, you mean? Because I'm not out to do what you do, nor could I. I don't even think with a lifetime of practice. But, you know, if I could draw just slightly better to have storyboards that didn't look like a 3-year-old drew them, that might be helpful.
All right. I hate to say it, but I'm letting you out of this deal.
What?
It's way too scary out here. Let's just turn around and take you home.
No. I am seeing those lanterns.
Oh, come on!
Rapunzel?
It's okay. I'm not afraid to face them.
Be careful, Rapunzel.
I will.
Anything even help with storyboarding? Right on, man. I will let you know. I don't know if there would be a way for me to show you what I'm doing at the same time, unless we got on like a Google Hangout or something maybe, but even then I wouldn't be sure. Get him, Donald! Let's try this Hyper Hammer. Oh, that's fun.
Down they go. Now's our chance.
Okay, I'm definitely liking this Keyblade. Blaster Blaze? Oh, that's the same thing as before. I feel like I don't always use attacks optimally in this game, but it feels like whatever I hit, I still have a good time. Although I did not like fighting the mech toys, the Gigas in Toy Story World. It's fine if you had one of those mech suits yourself, but trying to take them on solo, not the best. What? Tangled special attack? I've been playing 1.5 on PS3 to catch up, and it's fun, but this game seems to be one of those that you need to have been caught up to enjoy. I don't think so, man, because, like, I only briefly played one, and I briefly dabbled in Dream Drop Distance and Birth by Sleep, and I never finished them, and I'm having a blast with this despite not having the full backstory. Now, that being said, I definitely want to go back and finish all those games now, but... you know, like, just the combat and that sheer sense of joy and childlike wonder from seeing, like, your favorite Disney characters just kind of show up, that's enough for me. Even if I don't have all the backstory, which is admittedly incredibly convoluted. It's so much so that I'm actually in a private chat with NX Revolution and Chips and Sticks, who have been slowly trying to re-educate me, or I guess just educate me, period, on the Kingdom Hearts universe. You know, I'm still having a lot of fun with it. I really want to go back and replay Kingdom Hearts 2, but that opening was so tedious. Yeah, I heard a lot of people say that in reviews for this game, they were like, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 starts super fast compared to 2, which apparently was a pain point for a lot of people. Is this coming to Switch? I've heard rumor that it is. If so, I would just about be tempted to buy it again. I cannot stand... That's why I won't buy Vita games anymore right now. I mean, I'll buy, like full-on releases, but in terms of, like, indie games and stuff like that, I feel like they always come to the Switch. So unless it's a demonstrable and true Vita exclusive, I just about am done buying games for the Vita, just 'cause I feel like every time I do, it comes to the Switch like 2 months later. Like a good day of gaming before you get to really play, youch. Ooh, what's all this?
Rapunzel?
Uh-oh.
Rapunzel!
She's gonna freak out. I'm just never home. It would be nice to play on the go. Yes, and there are so many games. Like, that's why I can't... Like, Persona 5, the day that comes out on Switch, if that really does happen, if that's really what they've been sort of driving towards with this, you know, Joker appearance in Smash, that's a day one purchase for me, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to finish that game, I'm pretty sure. At least within a decent amount of time.
Missing someone?
Who's there?
Ooh, is it... Wait, I don't know which character this is. I bet he has an X in his name, though. Shout in the dark.
Allow me to assist you in getting her back.
Don't do it! This person is not trustworthy! Although I will say that's a pretty color. If I could have purple eyes, I'd totally do that. Best joke about the story of Kingdom Hearts, as Disney was like, hey, let's make an endearing game that's Disney and Final Fantasy, but with a fun story everyone can love. Wait, why is it a joke? Alright, well, I guess we need to go that way. So, onward and upward. Ooh. That hurt. And Square responded, sure. By the way, have you ever seen Lost? That's awesome. I didn't see the rest of the joke yet, so I was very confused. They can never get the nose right. Wait, for which character? E.T., what's up, man? I was talking about you earlier. I hope the weekend's been going well so far. Dan left town around 7 this morning. I'll be home alone, which means that trouble is lurking at every corner at nights. Well, I'm glad you were able to swing by, man. Yep. I think this is my favorite Keyblade so far in this game. Although I want to play the early ones because I really just want to see A Nightmare Before Christmas Keyblade. And as I understand it, that is a thing.
I can't believe how wonderful this is.
Wait, did I come from this direction? I think I did. Am I going backwards? Yep. I'm real bad about, like, I'll know exactly the direction I'm going, and then I get in combat and I just completely lose all sense of which direction I was headed in this game. Yes, it is $100 for the story so far, and I'm kicking myself because I remember seeing that and being like, oh, yeah, maybe it would be cool. I was like, but I already got 1.5 plus 2.5 final remix. Do I really need to buy the story so far? And again, for collection's sake, I wish I had, because now it's rarer than hen's teeth. Unfortunate.
Look.
A save point.
Watch.
I do like that you can finally have a fourth party member. Sacrificing Donald or Goofy for Jack was horrible.
I wish there was a way to make more fly at once.
Hey T, how you doing? NES Goblin, what's up? Yeah, and that's the thing. I know I don't understand
Calling you.
the full story of this game, but at the same time, it's just, again, it's so packed with childlike wonder and innocent joy that
Wait.
I find myself being drawn to it. What? What do you want?
Whoa. I never imagined the forest would be so big.
Yep,
Do we
forests.
have to go?
Forests are big.
You picked on
I almost played Breath of the Wild tonight instead of this, just because I wanted a game where I could, you know, just kind of run around and chill in not such a linear format, but I was like, whatever. I do actually want to finish this game, so... Doing okay, and you, it sucks how it's $100. I contemplated and said I should get it. I got it for $6 before it went up so high. I was so pissed there was like one, whatever, and two, like, can we just get it all in one? Yeah, I mean, it just seems like they're constantly re-releasing, or releasing Kingdom Hearts games in that way. So there's... So E.T., there's a game, a Kingdom Hearts collection called The Story So Far, which, and someone who's better with Kingdom Hearts can correct me if I'm wrong here, but it includes Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 HD Final Remix and 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. So it's like every Kingdom Hearts thing prior to 3, is my understanding.
See? It feels nice.
Look at my PS4 screen thinking, should I play Birth by Sleep right now? You know what's weird? I started that on the PSP Go. So I have the physical copy of it, but you know, I hacked my PSP and just loaded an ISO of it on there. Because I was like, I own this game. I don't feel bad about this. And starting off, because I think that started off with like some Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs section. Like, I had a lot of fun with that. And I really do want to finish that game too, actually. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the 12th game in the series.
You have to try this.
So there are collections. Yep.
Yeah. My turn.
I can just splash Rapunzel?
My turn.
That's so funny. See, like, somebody sat down and was like, oh, we should just have this mechanic where this happens, and this is delightful.
You're in for it.
Amazing. Amaro, I never bought, just borrowed. Wow, now I need to find that box. Dave Gaming, how are you tonight? Thanks for stopping by, man. Just having a nice, chill, little, super late Saturday night. Because I wanted to play Kingdom Hearts. That is it. I didn't put out a poll on Twitter or anything like that. This was not audience-driven. This was purely a selfish decision on my part because I wanted to play, you know, have some magical Disney adventures. How's your day been? Playing anything great? Bought Moonlighter for $29. It goes on sale for physical for $15. Seriously? I bought that for $29 because of Morrow, and I haven't played it yet. No, I feel silly. Someone made a comment on how it's silly to wait 13 years for a true sequel to which I was how long did you wait for Incredibles 2? Yeah, I mean, there you go. Not to switch topics here, but do you think Adobe Creative Suite is worth the money? I really want to try After Effects and Photoshop. The whole software as a service model can be, like, what would that cost you? Like $20 a month to get access to both of those? For somebody like you, somebody who is, you know, again, richly talented in the visual medium, for you, it's probably an absolute steal. For me, it would be a waste of money. Like, I didn't want to pay for Photoshop over and over, like 10 or 15 bucks a month or whatever it is. Because I use Pixelmator on the Mac, which has almost all of the Photoshop functionality I would ever need, because, you know, I'm not a photo editor by trade or anything like that, and I don't, you know, again, I wouldn't need a piece of software that's that powerful at my current place. Speaking of the story so far being expensive, it made me think of how Gravity Rush Remastered skyrocketed for selling for $30. Yeah, I don't have that, but I wouldn't mind having it. I bought Gravity Rush 2, not because I anticipated it would go up in price, but because I played a pretty decent amount of 1 on the Vita and wanted to have the sequel. But Moonlighter because of Morrow 2. Yeah, see? That's what you get for being a tastemaker, Morrow. Drawing our ire after we let your recommendations get relegated to the backlog. Rapunzel doesn't screw around, man. She's tough. I borrowed 2, like the PS2 for Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and it costs too much for the story so far. Blah. Yeah, that is an expensive ask. I just really like the effects some YouTubers get with After Effects. And I do like the effects you can do with After Effects. I do. But for me, it's not critical. And I have other ways of making things look interesting without having to rely on a lot of post-production stuff. And the thing is, like, if I was full-time on YouTube right now, I would absolutely explore it. But as it stands, I need to focus probably less on production quality and more on content quality. But if I was full-time on YouTube today, I would absolutely be investigating that, because, you know, I want my stuff to look as slick as possible. I just realized that sometimes I have to let my desires to have the prettiest, best-looking product ever take a backseat to just shipping. Or, you know, in YouTuber speak, I guess, publishing. I have to save for code realize. Oh, your video quality is amazing. I thought you used it already. No, I use no After Effects. I have experimented with it before, and I've had fun with it, because, you know, doing things like motion tracking, for example, is a really neat thing to do. But, oh, sorry, I forgot this required precise timing. But thank you for the kind words, man. I work hard to basically just tackle the fundamentals for videos, like, you know, make sure that, you know, framing's good and stuff like that. And then beyond, you know, just framing, I try to adhere to good editing principles. I use a lot of jump cuts, which, realistically, again, if I was full-time, I would probably try to cover every single one of them and try to nail my delivery perfectly, but, you know, you have to cut some corners somewhere if you want to stay on an aggressive, or at least for me, a sort of aggressive release schedule, because it's tough to make videos that have things like cutaway footage and background music, and, you know, think about how it fits into a larger channel strategy. You know, and put those out three times a week is pretty taxing. But, you know, I just try to stick to the fundamentals to make things look good. Could realize it's going to drop to half price if we both wait. Wargroove is worth every penny. One game lasts like 3 hours. I have zero interest in Wargroove. I know that people are very fond of it right now, but I just don't think it's my style of game. What's the software that you mentioned regarding photo editing? How much cheaper is it when compared to the insanely expensive Photoshop, at least the newer versions? So that is a Mac-only application called Pixelmator. It's about $30 on the App Store, and I think it's worth every penny. It's an amazing piece of software, because even an idiot like me can get something good out of it. And the other thing I like about it is there's an iPad version too. There's an iOS, or just an iOS version too for your iPhone, and almost all of the functionality from the desktop version is also available when you use the iOS version. And because iCloud syncs those files between, if I need to make a quick thumbnail on the go or something, if I decided, like, spur of the moment, oh man, I'm at a midnight launch and I want to live stream to YouTube, but I want the thumbnail to look nice, I could theoretically bang it out on my phone and make that happen. Addresses your tips and tricks videos about helping your contents help me so much. Dude, I'm so glad to hear that. Like, for me, that's really the best praise I can get. You know, knowing that somebody is actually getting use out of it is hugely validating for me. Because, I mean, especially when I'm making a bunch of them back-to-back, it's sort of easy for me to fall into, like, this sort of defeatist, like, almost, like, negative self-talk kind of thinking. Like, oh, this has all been done before, you're really not bringing anything new to the table. But, you know, I think it's easy to forget that just because something is not... when you put something out there, even if you're familiar with it, and even if you think it, you might be just sort of retreading the same ground someone else has already done. You never know if it's going to be somebody else's first time hearing that information. So... You know, I've learned, I think, to be a little less hypercritical of my own efforts in that way. Just because, you know, you never know who's going to, you know, if that's going to be their first exposure to some piece of information that you may take for granted. I pre-ordered the stuff, you know, I'm a big fan. Wait, what stuff did you pre-order? Galaxy Playground says, I like your stream overlays, not too distracting, unlike others. Yeah, and I can't even take credit for this. My buddy Jason, who used to be my roommate, and he moved out and got married. What a jerk. No, I'm kidding. He's wonderful. He is a graphic designer and was classically trained in it, like that's what he went to school for, and he actually made this for me. You know, and I like that he did like a nice rounded corner in the lower right, which is actually reflective of the thumbnails that I use for these live streams have rounded corners on the edges, and we really just sort of shave them off and with some transparency. So as long as you're using, I think, just the standard like white background YouTube view, it looks fine and kind of creates a neat like negative effect kind of space that makes it stand out. Because you know most every thumbnail has square edges, right? But you know for my live thumbnails, there are rounded edges, thanks to sort of using that technique. It's a way to stand out among other things visually. So if you're looking for a good way to do that, you can also use that effect and just use transparency, I guess, on the edges of yours, or create a unique shape, and then you will not have the same square as everybody else whenever someone's scrolling through a big list of videos on their phone. I don't think I have gotten any summons yet. I don't think so. Oh, Code Realize. It's just a visual. Okay, I gotcha. I knew that. I think I shipped a Code Realize over to Lola at one point.
Of course there had to be nobodies.
Yeah, of course. We've never seen this kind before.
Well, why are these nobodies different? I thought they were all pretty spindly and weird looking. There are two visual novels that I really want to play, and I don't know if I should stream them or not, because I don't know if it would be incredibly boring for people if they get really into the story, because I'm a bit of a chatty Cathy, if you haven't noticed. And that would be... Oh man, I'm hurting. Somebody needs... Oh, I have no potions! This is terrible! Oh, I may die here. Yeah. But, the two novels that I would want to play is Danganronpa, which I haven't started yet, and then also Deathmark, which I bought and have not played at all. What do you think of this game compared to previous ones? I can't speak to the previous ones, except for in a very limited capacity. I'm gonna... Fly Kick? I will call you that for short, if that's cool. I played Birth by Sleep a little bit on the PSP Go, and I played a little bit of Dream Drop Distance, and found the controls to be a little bit finicky on the 3DS, although I'm sure the version that comes with HD 1.5 and 2.5 is probably a little more manageable. So I'm basically coming in as a complete newcomer, but I was so overwhelmed by the hype that I was like, I have to do this. And I have not regretted it in the least. Now, other people in the chat who have played through more of the games, you should talk to them, sir. They will have much better insights, I think, than I can provide. I didn't know you like visual novels too, Josh. What kind? That's the thing. I haven't really played a lot of visual novel style games. The closest I could say that I even got to a visual novel style game, and it wasn't even a visual novel style, there were just some elements of it, was Persona 4 Golden. But I found myself playing that game and pushing forward in it, not because I was obsessed with the combat, even though it was very good, but it's not my favorite kind of combat. But I was so obsessed with the story and how all these characters would fit into it and what was going to happen with the big mystery. So I actually started snatching up a ton of graphic novel style games. I also picked up, well, I have Steins Gate Zero, I think, for the PlayStation 3 that was recommended to me.
Are you in the real
And I also have...
My name is Marluxia.
Oh, what was that game with the nines? Help me out, Lola. I know you know what I'm talking about.
To see you again, Sora.
Death, Death, Death. It's a dating sim visual novel. I don't play a lot of dating sims. Not that I'm opposed to it. Although, but there is one in particular that I really want to play, and I think it's like a puzzle / narrative-driven game, and that would be Catherine, which I picked up. Because I got really into Atlas there for a while. No, Persona 4 Golden is not a visual novel. I just the way the story was presented reminded me of it.
For that matter.
I didn't know the PS4 was the same thing as the Vita. Why did they have two names? I made Josh shit both to me though. Rest in peace. No, it's fine. At least you have both in your collection, so you're like a completionist. Well,
what I have to say.
Is it called completionist if you're that kind of a collector? I don't know. Just says people say visual novel. I think a Telltale game. I did. Oh well, I did like playing. I played like the first episode of like the Telltale Batman series, and then I played, I think, 2 seasons of Walking Dead. And I did play through the first part too of what was it, The Beast Within?
Starting with you, right?
I keep hearing Danganronpa is amazing, and I hear particularly the humor in it's very good. And that's the thing; it's hard to do comedy well in a video game. So I'm, looking forward to it.
Use that keyblade.
Yes, Norn 9 I think is what I got. What, the Nonary games? Is that right? Nonary? I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. They're the same, just different covers. ET says visual novel interactive games and walking simulators are a niche genre that don't apply to everyone. Unlike open world games, RPGs, FPS, fighting games, games that appeal to a wider audience. Oh yeah, I would definitely call it a niche genre.
I really don't like what that guy said.
You don't see a lot of AAA, you know, visual novel games released, I don't think.
He does.
Oh, look, it's lightning. She got tall. The 999. Yes. At least I think so. I can go grab the box if it becomes an issue. Give me money, log. No! Monkeys? Monkeys don't hang out in the forest. That was more of a jungle type creature. I'll have to throw light my money on fire. Yep, I know the feeling. Oh no, I skipped the transformation. Oh, that's fine. Not bad. Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 Remix is 47, but 59 for pre-owned. I love Australia. Nice. Wait, are you doing this, Lola? Are you actually gonna get the Kingdom Hearts games? I thought you were kidding, but now I'm not so sure. Is Kingdom Hearts HU 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue a bonus BS, or is Remix part of it? Doesn't that have what? That's got, what is it? A fragmentary passage, isn't it? And Dream Drop Distance too. I'm trying to remember. I officially wrapped up Halo 4 story after having it on the shelf for a long time. I'm currently playing Halo 3 Reach, which is very different from all the other Halos. Yeah, it is. I also liked Halo ODST. I thought that was really neat. Very dark interpretation of Halo. If she does get Kingdom Hearts, I want her to stream. I would like to watch her stream it too, because that way I could just skip playing the game. Which is only fair, Lola, because that's what you wanted me to do for Deathmark. So if I'm going to do Deathmark, you should totally do some of the earlier Kingdom Hearts series, so that I could just leech off of your playthrough. I'm researching, quote-unquote, at Morrow. It has Aqua Story, Dream Drop Distance, and a bonus story where you can just watch it make sense when it's for Kingdom Hearts 3, Lola. I like getting the cooking ingredients. Although I don't know if I can... actually, I think I can cook at a different... What was that? I think there are other ways you can cook aside from just going back to, that other world. I can't remember the name of it. I gotta pay $47 for 1.5 and 2.5, and then another $40 for this, and $79. Yeah, but by the time you get done with those games, Lola, I mean, that's probably gonna drop in price. I mean, isn't Kingdom Hearts 1.5 something like 150 hours of gameplay or something ridiculous?
I wonder where they went.
With all the other games you play, Lola, it'll probably take you months before you'd have to worry about diving into 2.8
blame
in
the
Kingdom Hearts
has-been,
3.
Not me.
I think you mean Marluxia. I bet that's the name the has-been would prefer.
Savage, Goofy.
Hello? Rapunzel!
Josh redeemed her. She needs to play. I'm just saying.
Excuse me, good travelers. Do you know Rapunzel?
I'm gonna play Deathmark as soon as I open it and film it. The collector's edition is still over there, and it's you know, it's slippery plastic.
My apologies. I'm Rapunzel.
Playing one as rough, camera angles are harsh as hell. Yeah, I feel like I did notice that when I played a little bit of one.
Sick. Please tell me, where is my
Your stream was really fun. You are a blast. She is a blast. Every now and then she'll do a pretty awesome oats stream where she just makes oats and talks. It's great.
We could look together.
Dragon Gamer says, hello Lola. I've had Kingdom Hearts HD Remix 1.5 for years, but I haven't played any of the games yet. That's the price I pay for having such a massive backlog. I can completely relate to that, E.T.
I'll find her myself.
Camera angles are in one. Yeah.
What if Marluxia was onto something back there? What? No, of course not. But what if?
Yes, more breakfast streams, Lola.
Why is Rapunzel in danger? And what darkness is after her?
Well, guys, the first step is to find her.
Sora really is always so plucky.
I hope Rapunzel's okay.
You should have a stream month of backlog only. What, would I have to stream every day for that? Tell me how that would work in your head, because I'm intrigued by the prospect. Deathmark is not even out yet here. I don't know if it's going to be a thing. Okay, I gotcha. Track down Rapunzel and Flynn. I'm gonna try. Shut up, Donald. You want to run this?
We've got company.
Nobody's. Doing okay on health right now. If I find them cheap, maybe now. Dragon Gamer says hello, Dragon Gamer. How goes it? No, just like normal stream days, but only backlog. Like when you did that Sega theme. That's an idea. I could do a month of backlog stuff, maybe on Saturdays or Sundays, and maybe this could be the beginning of it. I could just keep this going through March. It'd be like 6 weeks of backlog guilt abatement. Donald did nothing wrong. Doesn't Donald do all kinds of stuff wrong? But isn't he typically criticized in this series for not healing people? A Betwixt Shard. That sounds fancy. That sounds like a Harry Potter item. Or am I just thinking of... Who is it? Bellatrix Lestrange? No, I didn't mean to do that. Why am I in combat right now? This is so dumb. Jake, what's going on, man? Yes, you have the power. Oteris, did I scream at you on the stream? I don't remember anymore. That's probably why your voice keeps getting shot. If you're screaming at people on a regular, Lola. Does Donald strike you as a healer? Does his compassion and care for others really form his personality? Stop expecting the villain to heal. Fair enough. Again, amateur here when it comes to the Kingdom Hearts series. You poor souls. Like asking a cat to do dog tricks. Hey, I've seen some cats, you know, fetch. He is so so pretty. What's up, ET Dragon Gamer? What if he does heal you? I would be delighted by that, Dragon. I'll take Scrooge McDuck over Donald any day. I like frugal individuals. I do love me some Scrooge McDuck. Spent a lot of time watching DuckTales when I was a kid. I think this is the right way? Maybe.
This might be a good spot to find some ingredients.
Probably gonna play some Kingdom Hearts 3 myself pretty soon. Again, like I'm curious because you got a good deal on it, didn't you? Recently? I downloaded Finders earlier. You should have come through the stream. Wait, were you streaming? Or was Abaddon or somebody streaming? That's a t-shirt idea. Donald will not heal you. Donald does not care. Pretty blunt. Man, I'm with Kingdom Hearts 3 LO. I want to replay it again just for the battle. Kimmy, you played it right. So if he doesn't heal you, will you still be happy? Oh yeah, I'll be happy. I'll just have to adjust my strategy accordingly and make sure that I can heal myself. It's probably unfair for me to put the bulk of that burden on Donald. He's got enough on his plate. Look at him, fighting like a boss right now. Abaddon? Oh, okay. I'm glad to hear that you were dominating. You are a formidable opponent, to put it mildly. Just lose my mind. If it was Plunge, I'll still get it and beat it up. Wait, what? I might have to stream DuckTales. I would want to watch that stream, Goblin. If so, please let me know, or I'll try to keep an eye on your Twitter or something. Because I only have it for the Wii U, and I no longer have a Wii U, so I cannot. I mean, I guess I could buy it for another platform, but I really wanted that Disney. What was it, the Disney After School Collection or something? I really wanted that to come out for the Switch, and I know it's never going to, but I would have been so happy for that. Another game I've played in a long time is DuckTales Remastered for the PS3. I always loved DuckTales, and I even have the original NES version. I don't know that I still have DuckTales for NES. I need to go check. Oh! Oh man, one of those coins just saved me. Okay, I need to be more careful. Hold on. This dude's about to get hyper hammered. I have DuckTales on the PS3, but I can't stream with my PS3. Wait, why can't you stream with your PS3? Ooh, save point. Helpful. Oh my god, it's out of stock. Are you kidding me? For 1.5 and 2.5, where were you trying to order it from, Lola? ET says, why is that? Wow, any other websites? DuckTales, the game that almost made my mom smash my NES. She spent $50 on it, and I beat it Christmas Day and went back to Mario 2. That is awesome. So great. I don't have that workaround for the El God. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, it's, if you just use an HDMI splitter, I think they're like 15 or 20 bucks, but that would let you do that, which for me was great because that meant with the backward compatibility of the PS3, I could do PS2 games as well pretty easily and have them look pretty decent. Even though I know not everybody's fond of... Well, that's the thing. I mean, the PS3 that I'm using is the one that... It's the fat body that has the actual PS2 hardware inside it, you know, not the emulation one. Story so far, is it? The story so far is $79? I would be very curious about that. But I'm assuming that's like a, what, like a PAL version, though? Ooh. Goofy's getting swole. My mom worked minimum wage overtime to get me that game. I get it. Yeah, I can see that. I have a Super Slim, but would love to stream my PS1 games too. I thought all of them were backward compatible with PS1. I had this discussion with who was a DAT game collector, and he had mentioned that every PS3 can play PS1 games, which I thought was suspect, but I have not tested it myself, so he may be 100% correct. play Tekken 3 all the time. I played Tekken, I remember playing a lot of Tekken Tag when the PS2, or around the time when PS2, I don't remember if that was a launch game or not, but I remember playing it at least close to launch at the very least, and having an absolute blast with it. But I've not played a Tekken in years, although this whole Negan thing has me at least curious. Is that everybody? Alright. Onward and upward. I have PS3, I'm looking at it. You're telling me I can just pop in Tenchu 1, it will run? I believe so. Well, give it a shot, Judge. You can prove it right now on stream. You can be like, YourPlayerTwo doesn't know nothing about emulation or backward compatibility. He lied to me about Tenchu. Which, and I hate to say this as a Tenchu fan, but going back to Tenchu 1 is pretty rough. I don't know when the last time you played it was, but it can be, I don't want to say disappointing, because I do love me some Rikimaru and Iyame, but still. Bye, everyone. Dragon, thanks for swinging by, man. You have a good evening. Appreciate you. Yellow Kazoo, what's going on? How are you? Thank you for stopping by for a nice chill stream full of Disney magic. Oh my god, I hope you get it. Saves you money instead of getting it separate. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Judge, let me know if it works. Ooh, I feel like I keep hitting save points or I'm just not real clear on where I'm going. Haven't touched Tenchu 1 since its launch. Wow, that is a while. Cappy is here. Delightful. I have a better chance buying the PS3 for that copy instead. Good night. Yes, have a good night, Dragon. Thank you again.
Sure hope the woods here aren't haunted.
Well, of course they're going to be haunted. You say stuff like that, what do you think's going to happen? Look at these terrifying trees. These guys remind me of ring rates. Oh no, I'm getting wrecked! Because of these spinny attacks. Get him, Donald! Ragdoll cat, those are the best cats. Speaking of Tenchu, I tried playing Tenchu Z last night on the Xbox 360, and boy, the game is, that is a rough game. But ultimately, I was just so happy to have a more modern version of Tenchu at the time when I first played that one. Although I don't think I have it in my collection now, which makes me sad. I'll have to track that one down as well. Ooh, I don't think I like the fire. Not docile, though. Oh, okay, maybe that's not the kind of ragdoll cat that I would enjoy then. If the PS3 plays PS1, I am buying all the PS1 games. But Judge, all you have to do is buy a PS1 Classic. I don't know why Donald just super scared me running out like that. I thought he was a ghost or some sort of a specter for a second. I have no idea why. What is that? Why is there a trap door with a hidden Mickey on it? Can I take a picture of that? Is that a Mickey? No. Just a duck. I have a super unpopular opinion playing my NES Classic. It had a lot of crap games. No, it did have some crap games on it. The NES Classic is neat, and it had some good games on it, but the SNES is way better in terms of concentrating, you know, some of the better experiences from the era. Really cute and chunky, though. Classic doesn't play actual disc games, I was told. No, it doesn't. Although it can be hacked fairly easily. I would love to make a video about that at some point, but... to run them off a USB drive, so that's kind of neat. She has all the markers of the black hole though. Just installed the emulators. Oh, just the installed emulators?
Hope we find some ingredients around here.
Well, we got some ingredients. Wait, where is that going? This way? There were no discs for the NES though. I only care about it now. Why didn't I play this when I was younger? Well, the Kingdom Hearts series? I would assume I am to continue heading towards Corona. Or don't the PS1 Classic, most of the games are absolute crap. Yeah, a lot of them are complete crap, and not very indicative of the best games from the era. Missed opportunity, that one. Jumping Cube, Jumping Flash, Battle Arena, Shooting Really? Yep. Not the best things they could have put on offer there, ET. I 200% agree with you. She's naughty, but I love... Oh, the cat, sorry. I thought we were talking about a fictional character in this game. I have no idea. Maybe you weren't interested in it back then. Story is confusing as ever, but I get it. Yeah, I tried watching some recaps, and it's still pretty confusing. Fancy. I have some pics of her in my Discord. I can't remember if I'm on your Discord or not, Kazoo. Oh, I'll play a second right now.
They can climb walls?
Who is this guy? Spider-Man? If you want to just hit me up with a link, I would be happy to join it if you'll have me. And then I will look at pictures of Cappy.
Yeah, it's way more cheerful out here.
And also, are you in my Discord, Kazoo? Actually, I should probably drop a link here. Hold on. For anybody who's not, if you would like to join my Discord, you can do so. There is a channel for game deals, a channel where you can promote your own videos to your heart's content. It's just a self-promotion channel. I would just ask that you keep it in there if you wouldn't mind. And then just a general chat place called The Basement, which is a digital reflection of this basement, as I would like to imagine that most of the people that swing by for streams and stuff on a regular would be people I would want to hang out with here, so... Hold on, I'll pause this and do that real quick. I think Lola's in there, I think Maro's in there. Sean's in there, Adam's in there, Jake and Bacon's there. It's just a giant party. I think Abaddon's in there too. Super Andrew. Lots of good peeps. So this is the Discord link if any of you would like to join it and come hang out on a regular. There you go. That should be good for the next 24 hours. Checkpoints! What's going on, man? How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Jacob says, I left. You left the Discord? Savage. How are you and I supposed to have meaningful conversations late into the night about important topics like philosophy and politics now? The answer is we won't, Jacob. You know what? I'm switching Keyblades. I like that, but I want to mix it up. Nice. Josh threatened me? That's not true. That's a half-truth at best. And if I threatened you, you certainly deserved it. You can be an aggressive presence when it comes to digital communities.
Easy, boy boy, easy.
He threatened you. Yeah, because that's a complete farce. I would never threaten Jaken. But if he keeps it up, I'm just gonna have to time out him. So, or I'll let Lola do it. I know she's been itching to use that banhammer on somebody. I just don't understand Discord yet. It's the old man. Dude, I didn't either, but it's pretty straightforward. You just click on the channel you want to communicate in. It can be either voice or text, and that's about it. Now, I would say modding a Discord takes a little more effort, and I still don't fully understand. I lean on the wisdom of people like Crows and I think Lola. But you can't like establish like different rights, and you have a lot of control over who can go where.
Maximus.
I'm good, dude. Just well, I missed it.
You've got to be kidding me.
Look.
I'm good, dude. Just exporting VR footage. How you been? I'm good, man. And I've been speaking of VR. I've been playing so much Beat Saber, and I've been completely exhausted on account of it lately.
Just for 24 hours.
25? Good age. It is a good age.
Each other to your heart's content.
I like that age too. 10 years ago. He said if I become a patron that he'd send me candy. It depends on the. No, that's not true. I said I would send you candy regardless if you tell me where to send it. Poison candy? I do not send people poison candy, Yellow Kazoo. I'm not operating out of a panel van.
You're here, and you're okay.
Jaken's such a sham, Josh.
Yeah,
Chloroform candy? No!
And look,
Yellow Kazoo, you got a darker sense of humor than I would have imagined. For somebody who is so bright and upbeat and sunny all the time, I did not expect I was going to catch a chloroform joke from you tonight. Beat Saber is a workout, it's not even a video game, it's torture with pretty lights. My boss lost 30 pounds playing Beat Saber. I've heard of a lot of people that lost a lot of weight playing Beat Saber. Once you move up to expert, it gets especially intense. I've realized that I can do that safely now, and it's been pretty great. Do I get to ride the horse now? Nope. I'm going to save it. Well, I like it, Kazoo. Big fan. Capcom missed the gem by making poison T-virus candy? What? Actually, that would have been nice. I bring out the best in people, that's true. Or you just eradicate them entirely from whatever digital space over which you have dominion. Which includes the Discord. And, no, not the Discord. You can do stuff here on the channel. Again, don't want to incite your wrath, because I'm not 100% convinced that you can't ban me from my own channel. And I'm not willing to take that chance. So, can we synthesize something fancy and new? I just don't want to make mega potions, but I feel like I should. Let's see if I can forge some stuff. Yellow Kazoo is aware of your tricks. You aren't going to catch us slipping. I don't have that many tricks. I have a few, but none of them involve unsavory candy, I'll tell you that. I can, no, I can do an upgrade. Ooh, I'm gonna upgrade the strength of this, because the Hero's Origin is probably my second favorite blade right now. I do expert mode, but I eat cake right after, so it's a free meal. Yeah, like, I picked up some tacos earlier and went over my calorie goal for the day, but I was like, it's okay, I'll play an hour of Beat Saber, and these will just come right off. He uses Yellow Kazoo upbeat. Yeah, I'm on Josh's side as always. No, you shouldn't take my side. What if I'm horribly wrong about something? You used to think the show To Catch a Predator was hilarious, YourPlayerTwo? Oh, with, who was that? Chris Hansen or whatever? They're like, why don't you have a seat over there? The South Park parodied. Oh, yeah, there you go. Have a seat. Have a seat over there. That is pretty funny. I guess we'll continue on.
This place is beautiful.
It is beautiful,
so
sir.
pretty.
How about we stop for a second and enjoy the scenery?
Goofy, stop being lazy. We have things to do. Wait, where are you going?
I think Flynn and Maximus are warming up to each other.
Presumptuous, Goofy.
I think Flynn and Max.
What do you have to say, Donald? Anything? Nope. What about you? What do you got for me?
Let's keep going. It's not.
They always bake cookies. Those baked goods were the best trap. I used to think it was hilarious. I'm super excited. I hit 148 subs. Only 2 away from 150. That is excellent, man. Keep pushing. That's killer. Gonna try to hit it by end of week. Well, I will tell you, if anybody in here is not subbed to Checkpoints, I can personally vouch for this person. He is an unmitigated delight, and his humor is on point. Hold on. His channel, if you want to help him get to 150 subs tonight. If you like funny gaming content. Now, if you're somebody who's like, I don't like funny gaming content, I'm a very serious person, he would not be a good fit for you. But, if you like funny things, you should check him out. And you can just click on his name to get there, or I will just drop the link right here if you prefer your hyperlinks to be of the blue underline variety a la the GeoCities era. Wait, is Judge leaving? Going to bed hella late? Yeah, it is hella late. Judge, you have a good night, man. Awesome kind of hearing your story about DuckTales. That's great. Chloroform cookies to catch those scumbags? I think if you use chloroform cookies, you're the scumbag. Even if you're doing so out of some profound sense of, you know, duty or justice. Thank you so much for the shout. Yeah, dude, anytime, man. Again, like, actually, we were talking about shoutouts earlier. Like, I think they can be dangerous, but, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't mind shouting people out when I'm personally familiar with their content and know that they have a great value proposition. And you absolutely do, man. Your humor is hilarious, and that was one of the reasons I like to watch your videos when I have occasion to do so. Plus, that showcase you did of VR titles was fantastic. So if anyone's interested in PSVR, I know that was a recent thing that Checkpoints provided. Listen here, Joshy boy. You're getting super sassy with me tonight, Kazoo. I would expect this kind of assault from, like, crows.
The kingdom's not far, but we need to scale these cliffs.
Well, scaling cliffs should not be hard. We have a chink with magic hair right now, and Sora wall runs like he's, you know, a parkour master. So, I think we'll be fine.
Sora, this looks like a good place to cross.
Oh my god, did I just say that? Now she's literally going to use her hair powers to make this easier? Okay. Wait, why did that happen? I think I hit the wrong button to try to slide.
Sora, over here.
Yes, I'm here. Please use chloroform cookies to catch... That's not true. That's...
Come on.
That can't be right. Are you serious right now? That can't be a real thing. That sounds super... illegal. Not that, you know, every cop is perfectly on the up and up, I guess. Otherwise, we wouldn't have great crime dramas like The Wire or Dexter.
Nothing's going to stop me from seeing the lantern.
I mean, it's genius, but it's also kind of... I don't know, man, because I feel like that would be like a huge liability for them. Like, one, what if they got the suspect wrong? Two, what if somebody was like, you know, had a sensitivity to chloroform and like shut down their internal organs or something? I mean, not that I would defend somebody who's clearly guilty, then I would be, you know, more inclined that that's probably okay, but this is the first I've ever heard of it. Okay, I have to go now. Morrow, thanks for hanging out for so long. I appreciate it immensely. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. Or morning, I guess. We'll see you next time. You better get to cliff scaling. I'm not saying it's true, I'm saying it would be a good idea. Oh, okay, I thought you were saying it was literally true. I was like, how is this possible? This just seems like it would open up so many cans of worms, like, especially because I know, you know, so often law enforcement officers have to be very particular about, you know, protocol. I had fun, bye everyone. Yes, I had fun as well, Morrow. Always good talking. Imagine if they swung across her scalp, ripped off her head. That's terrible. I don't think that's going to make it into a Disney flick. That sounds like something that you would see on, like, I don't know, Adult Swim or what is it, Robot Chicken? Do it, Rapunzel. I'm saying they actually do that. I'm sure they don't. I'm fairly certain they don't. Get him, Goofy. I may be slightly drunk. Were you drinking on stream, Kazoo? I don't think I've had alcohol on stream yet. I don't know that I ever will. Maybe on St. Patrick's Day, I could justify that. But trying to keep the channel family friendly certainly presents its challenges. You know, I can't go popping bottles like T-Belly. Although his streams look like so much fun, I may have to reconsider that someday. Like whenever I realize, like, you know what, I'm just not built for family friendly, and fail tremendously. It's 7:26 a.m. here. What time is it for you? It is 2:30 in the morning right now, and I just didn't feel like sleeping. Just was not very tired, and decided I was going to go ahead and do it up with some Kingdom Hearts because I wanted to play a game for fun. And it's my day off. I try to take one day a week off where I don't do anything YouTube related, and it kills me. Now I'm okay with, I'm allowed to stream as long as it's, you know, like a game that I just personally enjoy, not something that, which, I mean, most of the games I stream I enjoy, but, you know, sometimes I do so, like, you know, if a reviewer gives me a code and I commit to doing a video about it. You know, that's a very different experience for me than just being like, you know what, I want to play Breath of the Wild for 6 hours because I feel like cooking some stuff. Family friendly is incredibly hard, but, you know, so far it's, I mean, you know, it's a good community here and people tend to be pretty respectful of that. And, you know, because I know that we definitely have, you know, some children that watch this channel, because we have people on the stream before, especially on Wednesday nights, be like, oh, I've got to get up for school tomorrow. Like, college? Like, no, I'm in 7th grade. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, maybe if we had any children on the stream, maybe we don't talk about chloroforming cookies. Yellow says I've been, like, I've drunk on stream before, but not gotten drunk. Yeah, I would feel like, I mean, because I've been, you know, drunk before, and, you know, everything that happened before was a little hazy. I don't think I could handle doing that in a live format. That would be a recipe for disaster. Although, as I understand it, when I'm inebriated, I'm just more of a, you know, philosophical drinker, or somebody who, not an angry drunk, I guess.
Sora,
I'm 12, me. Yes, that's exactly the face that happens in my head whenever I hear this. I don't find it to be hard to be family friendly, haha. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it can be sometimes for me, but I don't exactly curse like a sailor, but, you know, my father has called me a foul-mouthed, you know, little chucklehead on more than one occasion. He's not always wrong, but, you know, again, that's something I have control over, and, you know, a lot of people will take issue with that, and their whole thing is like, you should be able to be whoever you want to be on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine, but again, like, you know, my goal is, you know, to grow this into a full-time gig someday, and to do that means that, you know, obviously I have to figure out how to make money to do things like pay bills before I could justify ever going full-time. And if you think people have money to spend, then companies have a lot of money to spend, and my whole thing is that the way business works, family-friendly is typically preferable. Am I saying you can't have am I saying you have to have a family-friendly channel to be successful? No, not at all. I'm just saying, as somebody who wants to, you know, increase the odds of opportunity, and for me it was a no-brainer. You know, decided to start being objectively hilarious, and then we had to worry about scalpings. Hey, Yellow Kazoo, I'm going to sub to you. I noticed you have a ton of streams. They are always amazing to have whole editing.
That was close. So long.
Oh yeah, lightning all day. Thank you, Checkpoint. Yes, Yellow Kazoo is an absolute sweetheart, and I would recommend anybody in the channel to check her out as well. I think you meant while, yeah, while editing. I don't know if this is the final boss for this level or what, but it certainly looks intimidating.
Whoa, what?
And annoying.
What is it with me and horses?
Oof. That hits kind of hard.
See ya.
Come on, Donald, do something. I haven't edited any streams I really want to do clips, though. One day I might do clips. I think that would be fun. I feel like he is really hurting right now. I don't really have a lot of health. No, I don't want to die. Rage form it is. I don't want to do wrist charge because that eats away even more health. Rage form is pretty sweet though. Come on, get him! It's so close! Tangled Twist! On the sub pursuit, awesome work, think checkpoint. Quailola, what is your Twitter? I'll see if I have a pic of my cat for you. Did I get him? Take that, you dopey horse. While in flow motion, circle to perform a super jump that lets you reach otherwise unreachable heights. Gotcha. No worries, way to look at each other for this crazy YouTube world. Let's see if I pick my cat for you. Twitter handle is Choco Magi. Yep. Time for some of that flow motion, I guess. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. This is gonna take forever to get rid of. Oh, there we go. Is there not a save point here?
Hey, Sora, this looks like a good place for one of your swan dives.
It does. Sorry, Josh, I gotta go. I hope everyone else enjoys the stream. My cold is killing me. No worries at all. Feel better, Lola. Have a good night, or good day. Sorry. 14 hours ahead. I've never been able to personally get into these games. Why is that? Just because of, like, you didn't like the combat or the story, or? I gotta get my lazy while behind to bed in a few minutes. Love the stream. It's always a pleasure. My friend just got paid, so I should be able to play online very soon. Very cool, man. Much love and stay awesome. Much love to you too, ET. You have a good night, man. I appreciate you swinging by. Couldn't get into Final Fantasy past 10. I didn't really get into any Final Fantasies past 10 either that I can think of, really. So I could see that. Did you get the pic on Twitter? Feel better, Lola. Did I tag the right person? Also have a good rest. She may have already taken off. Am I supposed to go this way? No, that's where I came from. Never mind. I think it was the story and the fans destroyed it for me. Are the fans insufferable? I feel like I could go that way. Nope, I was wrong! Okay.
I see some birds. This way.
Gotta be getting close. We've been on this level forever.
Wait, come back. I must have startled them.
Probably gonna call it the next save point. It's getting pretty late for me too, actually.
Rapunzel's calling you.
The birds flew that way, Sora.
Aww.
Oh, they're leaving. Oh, there they are.
I'll be more careful.
Avedon, what's up, man? How are you?
Oops.
Thanks for swinging by. I'm just doing a late night sort of chill stream because I wanted to indulge some Disney magic. Kazoo, I followed your Twitter to see when you stream. Excellent. Ooh, I found another
The
one of the
birds
Kingdom
flew
games.
that way, Sora.
Which way? That tells me nothing.
All right.
Well, no, we can try to do the birds. Give me a second. Let me at least save it real quick. This game is incredible looking, though. Respects to... Oh, yeah, it's completely gorgeous. Don't you ban Avedon. Reach me before it's too late. Done. Enjoy your wrench powers, Avedon. Oh, no, I'm not kidding. You kidding me? Anytime you pop in here, you know, I know that I can trust you with the wrench. That is no problem at all. I'm surprised you weren't already a mod on this channel. It's just one of those things I just don't always think about.
Oh, there they are.
What, over here?
I think Rapunzel's found something.
Well, we got the chest here. I'm walking slowly.
The birds flew that way, Sora.
Guide the birds to Rapunzel. Walk quietly. Oh, that sounds terrible.
Nice and slow.
Slowly, slowly.
I'm going slowly.
Please don't fly away.
Gentle, Sora.
I'm walking as gently as I can.
Gentle, Sora.
I hear you.
Slowly, slowly.
I can't walk any more slowly than this.
Nice and slow.
Yep. Easy.
Please don't fly away.
There we go.
I've never seen a bird like you.
Snow White would never have this problem. Rapunzel has to track birds down because she's a sucker
They're
princess.
singing for us.
Why is it Sunday? Every cafe is closed. I could go or for a banging full English breakfast. What does a full English breakfast include? Just out of curiosity. Wait, did I just go backwards? Yep. Let's try that again. Alright, the next save point. I'll end it for tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Breathtaking.
Glorious. Look at that.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
Yahoo!
Oh, wow.
I just knew the outside world would be
Gorgeous.
full of amazing
Sausage,
things.
bacon, beans, hash brown, eggs, and of course a cup of tea.
And you.
I don't think we
You
have
helped
beans
me
for
find
breakfast
them.
very often over here.
Thank you.
Closest I can think of that I found would be getting like breakfast enchiladas or burritos at this Cuban place not too far from here. They'll do like black beans with some of their breakfast dishes. It's really good. What are you doing right now, Avedon?
Rapunzel sure looks happy.
She does.
Well, her dream's gonna come true. They're sending the lanterns up after dark.
Cool. We don't want to miss that.
Yeah, I'm starting to get tired, man. It's been, kind of a long day. Relaxing,
Sure is
but
a
long.
busy place.
And I think on that note, we've escaped the forest and made it to the castle here. The kingdom. So, yep, I think right now I'm going to go ahead and end it for the night.
Plaza up at the end of the street.
But anyways, I appreciate you guys, sticking it out with me till like almost 3 in the morning here. Well, not for you, Checkpoints. Definitely not 3 in the morning where you're at. But yeah, it's been a good time. Anybody who's new here, please consider subscribing if you think this channel is the kind of thing that you would enjoy. And yeah, I will probably do some sort of a stream tomorrow. Definitely got to work on some video stuff, and I think tomorrow night I'm going to go out with a buddy of mine, and we're going to go grab dinner and go check out a movie. So anyways, I hope the rest of your guys' weekends are very, very nice. Have a wonderful evening, get really good sleep, and hopefully it's a restful one before Monday kicks back in and starts to try to demolish all of us. So, no, I'm kidding. It won't be that bad. So, anyways, take care, guys. Have a good night. Appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.